if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'll never stop.
Can you hear me now? Can you all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Two ticks. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Heidi. So I just want to say hello to everyone. So hi, 11. Hi, Heidi. Welcome, Ninja Orchids. If anybody is into their plants, I know a lot of people are, please sub up to Ninja Orchids. She's got an amazing channel. Hi, Stevie Lee. Hi, Sweets and Beyond. Hi, Snuggle Bunny. Hi, Kendra. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Habanero, my bestie. Hi, Pippi. Hi, Jen. Jen, I am sorry. I did not even realise you were live. I've just got home, set up a live. I've got a sort of like a window that I take him in. And I listened to some of Coochie's earlier as well. And I've listened to some other lives. So hi, Cooch. Hi, George. So first of all, I just want to say hi, Jamie. Enjoy your day out with the family. Is anyone surprised at the division? Hi, my Christoph. I'm absolutely not surprised at all. I'm surprised that Juelz was so blunt about it. I will say that. I was surprised at how blunt she's been. But the level of hypocrisy in this community is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. Hi, Brenna. I'm good, thank you. I had my babies last night, so I have been busy since yesterday, and I took them home earlier. I'm absolutely mind blown at people calling people out for stuff that they support. And I'm going to get to those people very, very shortly, because I've had enough of the selective outrage, as they want to call it. Hi, Volty, drive safely. Hi, my Sarah. The selective outrage. What I'm going to say, first of all, is Jessica Patterson, you should be absolutely ashamed of yourself. I don't know what's going on in your life, Jessica. Hi, Mary. But for you to pull those reports out now, and they've came from you, those reports have came, as somebody put it to me, a nice clean file. They've been filed away, and you've pulled them out now to pass them over to people to attack Jen. And I've got a few things to say about those reports. Mainly, they are reports. Reports, Jessica, that were made by you and your husband. Those reports were unsubstantiated. I've seen the documentation. I've also seen that you didn't win custody of that child. I'm absolutely horrified that you are now using that documentation to do this to Jen's daughter. For somebody she's a stepmom, sweets. For somebody who is supposed to care about her daughter, you're the one to put all that out there. You're the one that put that minor's information back into the firing line. You're the one that is causing this. Now, I don't understand why you didn't hand it over. Well, Jen, she must have had them. She must have had them. Jessica's more than welcome to come in here and tell me that I'm wrong, but I know that information came from Jessica. It could only, and the thing is, when it happened, she's got to be involved in it. I think she's already had the documentation. See, if you looked at the screenshots that were posted, that's a file. That's been stapled. That's a stapled document. That's not a document that somebody has got through email. That's a document that somebody's got in the post. That's somebody has collected that paperwork or been sent that paperwork. That wasn't from an email. They didn't get it online. Absolutely, Cooch. Because even if the paperwork wasn't handed over personally by Jessica, the information came from Jessica. You're a piece of shit, Jessica. What is happening? Is something going wrong in Jessica's life? That's what I would ask. What's happening in Jessica's life? Why are you now? It's Eric's copy. Exactly. So it came from her, Jen. Not Jessica Chastain. Jessica Patterson. She came into KK's chat under her full name, Jessica Patterson. I knew this woman was messy years ago. Before she got involved. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Before she got involved with Juelz and the cheesecakes and all of that, before she did that, Jessica had a YouTube channel. And on that channel, she had videos that included Jen's daughter. Now, I'm a mother. No other woman would be putting videos up with my daughter in them. And I said to you then, Jen, about that channel, I was not happy with that. I didn't want to make it really public but I knew it was a game to her then. I realised this woman's doing this to hit at Jen Bailey. And remember, Jen, I seen the messages between you and Eric a long time ago. I think there's a bit of jealousy there. But what's going on in your life, Jessica? What's going on? Have you heard that she maybe wants to speak to her mum again or something? What's going on in your life? You're a messy ass bitch and you do not care about her daughter. For you to put that information out there, she made the claim, guys. It was unsubstantiated. Jen, I told you a long time ago. She had videos of like family things going on, but your daughter was in the videos. I was pissed, absolutely pissed. So my point is, like, why is this coming to YouTube now? She's known about all this. Why did she not do it during our cheesecake shit? She's the one that took all the graduation shit to Juelz, and that's where it all started. They all started taunting Jen about her kids. And I'm going to say something else. There's no perfect parent on this platform. None of us are perfect. None. Maria, none of your kids speak to you. One of my kids doesn't speak to me. I'm sure Sophie's had her issues with her kids during her addiction. I'm sure Bliss has been the same. I'm sure Cindy's been the same. And I'm not digging at anybody. I'm talking about all of us. KK, your daughter was in the car outside when you get arrested at Walmart. I'm sure you didn't want her to see you, and I'm sure you didn't want... That was a horrible situation. None of us are fucking perfect. None of us. We have all... the cheesecake was ridiculous. We've all made mistakes. There's no perfect parent. And if you've got it exactly right, I know there's some parents that haven't had issues with their children. Great. But the majority of us on this platform, content creators, have. And we've all been guilty of hypocrisy. Every single one of us. Every single one of us have supported somebody for doing shit and then called somebody else out for the same stuff. Or we've done something ourselves and called somebody else out for the same shit. We've all done it. Oh, Brenna, that cheesecake thing really pissed me off. But it was the intention, Cooch. It was the teasing. It was just another tool to attack people, you know, to attack Jen. And I hated all that shit. And I don't know why this woman is now bringing out these reports. That woman, Marianne, doesn't really seem... I don't know. I don't really... Hi, Irish. I don't want to say too much. What I'm trying to say is these were reports. They were not convictions. So I have got an issue with that. Exactly, Heidi. We've all done the said shit. We've all done nasty shit. We've all said nasty shit. And... I'm going to say, you, Bliss Chris, you're annoying me. You sitting on your fucking high horse when you support the worst people in this community, sitting on your high horse. Calling out Kendra, and I will go over that. Has Kendra said shit she shouldn't have said? Absolutely. Have I? Absolutely. Has your friends? 100%. And you sitting saying, they all. Some of those things that you were saying, I would never say or do. Exactly. And that brings me to another thing. If that's the case about reports, then why are people not digging into why AC was running about and friends with people who are now convicted paedophiles? He's actual friends. He was friends. Hi, Donnelly. He was looking in people's windows and blew it off to Brooke. Who blew it off to Brooke? And I'm going to say something else. I don't actually have an issue with Sophie. I like Sophie. I know that might surprise some people, but I actually do. Exactly, sweets. I know you're not Kendra, and that's the other thing. I'm not going to sit here and say that I've never said nasty shit. I have. But what annoys me is there was a whole live and things were said in that made me go, do you know what, Bliss? You think you're clever. You're not clever at all. You're not clever. Because some of the comments you made were fucking pig ignorant. To say somebody chooses to catch a sexually transmitted disease, do people also choose to get HIV? The addicts who put needles in their arms choose to get hepatitis? Do they choose HIV? Is that their fault? No, it's not. Nobody chooses that shit. And for you to say that, I don't know if you read a comment or if you said that off your own head. If you said that, you're stupid. You're actually stupid. Because people have accidents rock climbing. Did they ask for that? Did they ask for that because they chose to go rock climbing? Absolutely not. Nobody chooses to have diseases or illness. No one. But I'm going to play a little bit of her life and just share it. And Juelz, I will get to you. I will absolutely get to you. So I just want to share this here. Now, I don't listen to Bliss ever, but somebody did say, Anne, you should go and listen to it, because the stuff she was saying, it was Maria and Juelz, that she's describing the people that she supports. So Kendra, there's going to be a bit about you at the beginning here, but I want to address that because of what she was saying, and this is fair use.
Complain. Everyone sends some positive thoughts and prayers to my girl Cindy, though. Sim's kind of the same as my Garfield, good and bad days. He's doing okay, Shannon. He's okay now. He got his vitamin. Oh, he just moved to the shade. He got some vitamin D, some CBD, and some gabapentin. He'll be good to go in a little bit. He actually looks really comfortable now.
Just me. Bliss said it on her live, but there's other things I'm going to point out here. Good for Kendra. I'm going to address it, because do you know what? She's a hypocrite, a fucking huge hypocrite.
He wasn't like, he came down and like, he has like a tell when I can tell he's like he's about to get a flare up, and he'll do, and I know exactly what it is because
I need to forward that.
I am glad you took my advice and are building up your influencer channel. Good to know you still remember what I told you a few years back. You know, she is always putting herself on this like relevant pedestal.
So Kendra, she put this post up and said, exactly, just me. So again, we're going to say that people who are drug addicts chose that. They chose to become an addict. Is that what you're going to say? It was a very stupid message to pass on. I don't know if she read it, and I don't know, but I'm going to address her. So she said, Kendra, that you put this post up for no reason. I don't know if something happened before it, but what I'm going to say here is she put this post up about, she's attacking you for no reason, while saying you attacked Sophie for no reason. Is that not the same thing? Right. Okay. Oh, you're just being shitty. Okay. But that's fine. But you're admitting that, and that's fine. But my point is, she's coming for you when she said you did that for nothing. You've not done anything to her. Oh, did she say that to Julie Virgo? I love Julie Virgo.
Like, the reason Sophie has a lifestyle channel is somehow because of her and her unwanted advice. And people want to say that I try to act like I'm some kind of relevant. Hey, Salty Pepper. I know, KK. I know, girl. I know, JJ. She's supposed to be out of the drama.
This is another thing. See, if people say they're going to leave the community and then they come back, mind your business. They don't owe you nothing. Mind your business.
Apparently, she's just out of the drama on her main channel, though. You know? Mm-hmm. Yes, that's her name.
Famous liability.
Not only that, so why? Like, she was gone for, what, a week, if that?
She was gone for more than a week. And she
pops back up on this new channel to come at you when you hadn't said fuck all about her. JJ, does she...
I think she was being petty.
Do you think anyone gives a fuck about her opinion? Hey, Coffee, good morning. Like, for real. So, I don't even know that Soph responded. Like, hey, Mikey, good morning. Hi, Sherry, good morning. I don't even know that you responded to this, Soph. I hope you didn't. Seriously.
So, but you're going
But that's how she started.
I hope you didn't, Sophie.
Exactly. Exactly, Sophie. Her main channel that was built on drama will always be known as such in YouTube's eyes. But if you're going to make a new channel, like, and you come back, I'm going to be out of the drama, like, you hop right back into the drama. And not even because Sophie...
Well, that'll be the same for all of us. That will all be known for building our channels with drama, because you've done the same, Sophie. I've done the same. And I'm not having a pop at Sophie. I am being honest.
It's like coming at you or anything. Like, she didn't talk about you at all. You know? Yeah. Exactly. So not a word about her. If she's so smart, why didn't she take her own advice and start a lifestyle channel? Because these people are all about projecting.
And I do like Sophie's lifestyle content. I actually do like that.
They can dish it, they can't take it. She can give others unwanted advice, but she can't take her own advice.
JJ, why are you saying that? Or was it her that said it or someone else? She can dish it, but she can't take it.
So, all right. Let's go to the next one. Let me find the next one. We're going to get into that, Cindy. Yes, we are. Come on. No. I have too many tabs, y'all. There we go. That was the start. All right, let's just delete this one. That way I don't get confused. Move to trash. Yes, I delete all of my screenshots after every live. Yes, I do. I think this is the one I want. Bear with me, y'all. Okay. This is one of two things that really bothered me and bothered a lot of people because it's fucking disgusting.
That was actually quite funny from Maria in the chat. She wrote, "Thank you, Kendra. I'm starting a cooking channel." Now, again, I can take a comment if it's funny.
This was her comment in Jen Bailey's chat. Making fun of Sophie in the most...
Again, why have you got screenshots from Jen's chat? Because when I tell you I don't watch you, I don't watch Maria, I don't watch Juelz, I really mean it. I don't.
Disgusting fucking way. She says, "I really enjoyed her baseball cancer patient look today."
I don't think I need to tell Kendra today that that was an awful comment and my sister died with cancer. What I'm going to say is, I think sometimes it's up to us if we choose to be reactive to comments. And I'll tell you why I'm going to say that in just a second.
Fucking disgusting.
Thank you, Kendra.
We talk about this. I know me and Cindy don't. Like, you make these disgusting offhanded comments to go at one person, not realizing that you are putting off a lot of people with these comments, including probably some of her supporters or people that like her. That is fucking disgusting. You are foul for that shit, Kendra. Does she apologize, though, guys? What do you think? Nope, not Kendra. She doubles down. She doubles the fuck down. So Soph did respond to that. I fucking would have too. Absolutely. So Soph shares a picture of Kendra with the exact same look, minus this being a bicycle helmet. Soph says, "Guys, this is the chick that wants to talk about me looking bald like a cancer patient. Do you wear that helmet in your day-to-day life?" She should. She fucking should, right?
I actually like that picture of you, Kendra. I think that picture's actually really cute.
So a lot of people were put off by this shit.
This is Bliss Chris, and I am... Hi, Kay. Yes, I agree. It's a hypocrisy here for me, and I'm going to address that because there's a lot more to all of this.
So, in true Kendra fashion, she doubles down with a book. She responds and says, "Once again, selective outrage. With how you have spoken to me about my illness, stop it with the morality BS, Sophie. I would like to see receipts of what Sophie has said about your illness, ma'am. The words you use against Jen and other women are..."
I don't know if Sophie has said stuff to you, Kendra, about your STI. I don't know that situation, but that's she's saying she's never done that.
Nasty. I would like to see any kind of comparison to you saying that Sophie looks like a cancer patient. I highly doubt anything Sophie said is as fucking foul as that.
Stanley Cupgate is in the chat. Let's remind everyone that this is the creature that stood out Geneva's house screaming and threatening her. Threatening her with what? Stanley Cupgate, because you've just told a fucking blatant lie. She didn't actually threaten her at all. She was calling her out. The other thing is, she's lucky it was Kendra outside her apartment building and not me. And I'm going to tell you that right now.
All of you on that nasty dark side. You guys, we're on the dark side. I am not making fun of cancer. I mean fun of you.
Oh, so she has said stuff then about you. Okay.
And how stupid you looked in your ball cap with how you wore it. Point blank, period. Shut up. Okay, let's break that.
Ambulance girls in the chat, as usual, gassing people up. If you've ever had a cancer scare hit close to you, you should be outraged. Well, I have. And I was there in that hospice for 5 weeks, ambulance girl, I have.
Down. So you're not making fun of, you say you're not making fun of cancer patients.
And see, when I saw the comment, I shook my head and I knew this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. And I chose not to be reactive. I chose not, because I knew it was a comment she was making. I was trying to be funny. I did get Sophie. I knew. So I chose not to let it bother me.
But you are making a comparison to cancer patients. Like, what does she not understand about that?
Oh, it was KK that said in the... Oh, right, okay, no, that's shit.
It's fucking disgusting, y'all. And of course, she's got to go into the victimhood. And guess what? I have lost people to cancer. My grandfather was the first. And then my best friend 10 years ago. Stop it. Until there are guidelines, including not making fun of STDs and those who have them, then all of you need to get off the morality train. There is no morality in this community. And the fact those try to stand on a morality.
Ambulance girl, what a caring person you are. Kendra, you don't have an illness, you have an STD. Close your leg, you nasty bitch. Ambulance girl, go and tell Terry Lynn the shit that you spoke about her in her house and the things that you said about her drug taking. Go and tell Terry Lynn what you said behind her back, because you said it to a lot of people. You didn't just say it to one or two people. Go and tell Terry Lynn what you said about her. You're a two-faced bitch.
Morality line is a joke at this point. Y'all just look for anything you can to be outraged about, especially if it comes out of someone's mouth you don't like. If that's not the fucking pot calling the kettle black, girl, you do the same shit, okay? I think I'll give her that. We're all guilty of that shit. Some of us do have boundaries, though. Like, yeah, I'll throw out some roast. Absolutely. Not to the point of being so fucking foul and disgusting like you. Yes, you are putting down cancer patients. People going through the worst time of their fucking life. I can't imagine, like...
No, I know that everybody is going to react to things differently. I 100% get that. Hold on, I'm missing comments. No, exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Daddy.
Some people, their hair is like their blanket of like comfortability. Like, to lose that one secure thing you have during a bout of the worst time of your life. And this bitch making a joke about it to rag on someone else and then comes back and says she's not making fun of cancer patients. You, ma'am, are disgusting. You are fucking foul. Now I'm going to show you guys. Here, I'm going to go through the chat real quick. And I'm going to show you guys how this hits people. Because I saw this comment. I believe it was under Heidi's. Because Heidi made a community tab post.
I'm going to move this comment on because it is a sad comment and that will affect me. Somebody else's pain with a family member, and I hope your mum is okay.
Probably one of the foulest shit I've ever seen someone fucking spew on this fucking platform. Who the fuck says that shit, right, Michelle? Hey, Susie Q, good morning. Shannon, that's all she knows. She gets so triggered and butthurt. And her only next step option is to go as low as possible because she wants to hurt others the way that she hurts. Celia says she's one sick person. People know people who died from cancer. It's a hard thing to see.
That's a hard thing to see.
I don't know. I mean, of course, I've known people with cancer. I've never had like a closeness to it, though. My closeness to a disease is dementia Alzheimer's. And I kind of put it there. Like if Kendra would have made a joke comparing Sophie to like an Alzheimer's patient, it's just as foul. It's just as fucking disgusting. Hey, Glitter Mom, good morning. Yes, Coffee, that's a horrible thing to say. Prayers to anyone of their family suffering from that disease. It's awful. I didn't even see that. It is. It's a signature look. I don't ever really look that closely at her. Stanley Cup says, let's remind everyone that this is the creature that stood outside of Geneva's house screaming and threatening her, right? And that's like ultimate real life. She talks about others going real life. Are you fucking, bitch, you don't have a leg to stand on there. She is. Exactly, ambulance girl. And if you're a decent person, you don't even need to be close to it to know how fucking foul that is. Ambulance girl says, if you've ever had a cancer scare hit close to you, you should be outraged. But, you know, it's all about the hate bonding over there. So it's perfectly okay with all her friends. Thank you. This was what I was going to say next. Because this bitch is comparing cancer to her STD. She has compared racism.
She's not comparing cancer to her STD. That's what you're choosing to hear.
To her STDs. Like, it's fucking wild. Cindy says, illness? Cancer is not a choice. Getting herpes from
There's
unprotected...
Susie Q. Susie Q is one of the nastiest old bitches I've ever seen in a chat. And she's just written, my grandma passed away from cancer. She did nothing to cause it. STD is FAFO. No, it isn't, Susie. So you're also going to say that to all the recovering drug addicts we've got in our community who possibly had hepatitis, HIV, and every other horrible illness because they've shared needles, shared spoons. You have got no idea what you're talking about. You just say shit because you're foul. That is one woman I cannot stand.
Sex was a choice. KK goes on. An STD compared to cancer is the biggest stretch from that one to date. She is disgusting. Jinx. She's going to stick with it. Her ego won't let her
thing.
Admit when she's gone too far. I don't know, JJ. Apparently, Shannon, that makes it all okay.
And if people don't know, HPV actually leads to cervical cancer. So there we are. So don't act as if it's nothing.
Cancer isn't something you make fun of. That's sick. Do better. Then why compare to a cancer patient? Exactly. Yep. Hey, Terry. Good morning. Look, everyone, there's no comparing cancer to the STD that she screams about every live. I'm sorry, son. I know.
Sorry, Kendra.
Right? I feel like Sophia's fucking gorgeous. Come on. Hey, Addie. Good morning. Yeah. Sophie is a beautiful person, like inside and out. Apparently, though, when she matches others' energy, then it's a problem. Okay. Here we go. Sherry, both of my parents passed because of cancer. It's a horrible disease. I'm so sorry, Sherry. It's awful. Hey, Virgie. Good morning. Virgie says, good morning, Bliss and chat. I am a breast cancer survivor. I don't understand. Joking about this disease is a beast to beat and years of suffering. So for someone like her to make a joke about that, just to degrade someone else is fucking disgusting. Plus, we wouldn't have known about the herpes if Kendra didn't say anything about it. Yes.
But what you're doing is stigmatizing it then. What you're doing is stigmatizing it. But so we've not to stigmatize you, which I have never done. Were you not an addict? I don't even know anything about this woman. She spoke about having 2 felonies. I know nothing about her. I don't know if she's got kids. I don't know about addictions. I know nothing. But so if you're not to be honest about your life because of stigma.
Yep. Hey, Inquiring. Good morning. Look, Celia is another one. She had melanoma on her scalp 2 years ago. She has to keep her head covered when she goes out. Like, so this touches so many people. And it's more important to her to shit on the people she dislikes. She doesn't give a fuck who else it bothers or rubs the wrong way. She could, especially if she doesn't like you. She doesn't care. Hey, Miss Lisa, good morning. Hey, Shyla. Yep, exactly. The double down, JJ. And then to not understand that she was making fun of cancer patients further proves she's not as smart as she thinks. Not as smart and doesn't have an empathetic bone in her body. Like, I don't have to like you to feel empathy. Like, I have boundaries. Some things go too far. That was too far. Cindy says she
really, you've got boundaries. Really, Bliss. You have boundaries. Go and write that in the chats that you're in.
Said Sophie looks ridiculous wearing a hat to cover her terrible hair or something like that. She added her looking like a cancer patient. Yep. Hey, Pixie. Pixie says, my grandma beat cancer in the 80s. Sadly, in the late 90s, she passed away to it going to her liver. I'm so sorry. Susie Q, my grandma passed away from cancer. Like, come on, Kendra. Do fucking better, girl.
She did nothing to cause it.
Hey, sweet potato. Well, that's the problem with a group of people. They have to go lower.
Who's the group of people? Who is the group of people, Bliss? Because I know who you're sitting with. Who is the group of people?
Every time, because they want to stick you where it hurts. I don't need to do that. I'll make some roast and little jabs here and there. I would never fucking do that.
No, you support them. You support the people who say and do the worst shit. So when Maria's posting on her community tab that she's mocking people whose families have taken their own lives, that's okay. That's okay. You support Maria for that. That's okay. You support Juelz for the foul shit that she has done. You support them when they're doxing people's kids and getting after people's families. You support that. You support Juelz when she was posting Bambi's husband's obituary. That's okay.
All right, scrolling down, y'all. Shyla says, I lost the cousin I was closest to because of melanoma that spread to his blood before they called it. It's not funny or something to be used as an insult. Exactly. And even the people that don't like us, like, come on, you guys know that's too fucking far. Hey, Miss Mickey, good morning. All right, drive safe. Martin's mommy says, I just lost a beloved friend to it. Not funny at all. You don't lose your life over herpes. Thank you.
So that was actually Juelz that wrote that. I just lost a beloved friend to it. Not funny at all. You don't lose your life over herpes. Well, Juelz, you don't know how that can escalate. So see if you don't know something, zip it.
Exactly that. And I'm so sorry, Martin's mommy. It's just awful. Again, I don't have like a comparison because I didn't see anyone close that went through it. So I can only compare it to what I know, which I had to watch my mom go through early onset dementia. Thank you. Ambulance girl, this is it. If the roles were reversed.
See, that's the thing, Mr. Black Wolf. I have heard before that she did file on Roadhog because of something. She wants to hold people accountable for being in Roadhog's chat when he was apparently speaking about children. When people didn't know her, didn't know the fuck it was her kids, anything about them, their age. No, I know nothing about this woman. But she wants to hold people accountable. But Maria, who she supports, is openly doxing kids' names on her community tab, basically calling people's kids fat. You just done it to Jen again a few days ago, Maria. And that's okay, because Bliss supports them, so that's okay.
First, and Sophie said that comment, there would have been outrage. Oh my God. You're so right. Did I pass by Juelz? Hey, Juelz. Yep, Juelz is another one. I just lost a beloved friend to it. Not funny at all. Oh, I did read that. I didn't realize it was Juelz, though.
A beloved friend, but you shared her feelings on the internet. Our information on the internet.
I'm so sorry to everyone that lost people. Hey, Muggsy. What did Just Saying? And hey, Just Saying, I'm missing people, y'all. I'm sorry. Just Saying says, so people are assholes and bullies if they make jokes about herpes, but thinks it's okay to make cancer jokes. Because it's this side. Allegedly as a breast cancer survivor, the threat of it reoccurring is lifelong. Nothing to laugh about.
I'm sorry about that, allegedly.
Sophie says, it didn't hurt my feelings, but it hurt a lot of people who have lost someone to cancer or a lot of them have suffered through it themselves. All right, so just to give a little more context about how this rubbed people the wrong way. This is kind of a long one, so bear with me, guys. But it's worth reading, okay? You know what? I'm going to read it from my phone.
I'm not going to move on because I don't know what your point was. You were making a point.
Subscriber, I cropped them out because.
Again, another. That is sad.
Oh man. Okay. So to the person that is talking shit or laughing about the cancer look, you should fall to your knees and thank God it's not you, and tell your ignorant self every time you see. And if you don't feel anything from me just reading that comment, you need to look inward and seek help, because that was hard for me to even fucking read through. God forbid, people make mistakes. I get that. People go too far sometimes. For some people, it seems to be a pattern, Kendra. When you realize that your shit hit a lot more people than you intended because you just wanted to take a jab at Soph, you apologize. You don't come back and fucking double down like you did. This shit get real. I'm taking a breath, y'all, because it really gets me fucking.
And Susie Q, you need to clean your fucking house.
Heated. Okay. All right, let me go through the chat.
Oh, for God's sake. Now we've got Mikey in the chat. Bliss, I'm done keeping secrets from you and the girls. The truth is, I do worship Neptune and Yemaya. Why? Oh, okay, Black Wolf.
Sunshine, I'm looking for your comment. Sunshine says, my fiance is currently dying from stage 4 metastasized prostate cancer. We can't even get married or he will lose his insurance. Yeah, so freaking funny, bitch.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sunshine.
And I'm sorry, Sweet Potato. That is a lot to go through. I'm so sorry, Sunshine. In my head, I see her watching this and her friends, some of them, and they probably just think it's fucking funny. Or they'll
Who's laughing? Bliss. See, this is annoying me. She sits there on her high horse making these assumptions. You're a nasty woman. The thumbnail that you made of Cooch when you tell people not to go after people's looks was filed. Come on camera. Show us your face. Show us your face. Don't hide behind half a fucking peeking round a corner picture and then talk about other people's looks.
We'll say, oh, she's reaching. No, the comments show that I'm not. Right, Susie?
Hi, Brooke.
You know, why don't Susie says she needs to go through
Thinking about you today, Brooke.
hospice and visit cancer patients. Kendra, why don't you do that and go say that joke to them and see how they feel? You won't. I know, Teresa. I know. That's why I had to stop. Well, sweet potato. Martin's mommy says she has wished herpes on us. Cancer patients don't wish that on anyone. She is such a selfish little brat. I'm sorry, Reagan. I'm not a big person on trigger warnings. You know, unfortunately, I think there's some things that people need to hear. And that was one of them. And whoever, and I don't know this subscriber. I really don't. Whoever that was, thank you. Thank you. Because people needed to hear that. And I can't imagine how difficult that probably was to even just type out, you know? Hey, pretty bird. All right, thank you. I hope you have a good day. Sunshine says, I'd like to mention when I found out Cindy was a saint, offered to call and help me calm down. I don't know how she feels, but I see her as a friend for life. It meant so much to me. Wow. Cindy's amazing. She really is. Hey, Justine says, how many times now she made racist and homophobic comments and now mocking cancer and thinks the simple I'm sorry makes it okay every single time. I can look past a one-off, but not a pattern. Yes, but no at the same time, because she does not apologize. She doubles down. And
that's not true. She has apologized and she doesn't always double down. And the thing is, what annoys me is you lot say, and nobody calls her out. Nobody calls her out. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. But not everything was public. Not everything is public. Not everything's for your consumption.
And she's in on my show, y'all. She did it again. Hey, Claire, good morning. How warped and sick is someone to make a remark like that? Yep. Susie, Cindy is one of the most amazing people I've ever met. She truly is.
You're not Susie.
All right, so we have some chat comments to go over. So I got sent a clip yesterday or the day before, because of course Kendra went live on her BS channel and is still doing the same shit. She's commentating on Jen and the whole pulling of reports, blah, blah, blah. Again, I'm not one who would do that, okay?
Okay. So my whole point to this was I must have went past it. Or does she? Jen does. I didn't realise that. But she must have went past it. But she's saying about how Kendra did that with, and it's so triggering. And I'm going to say something. And again, I'm not calling Sophie out. I'm making a point because I actually do like Sophie and I do like Sophie's content. I do like the lifestyle stuff she does. I don't have a problem with her. But Sophie made a really horrible comment recently. And it's not the one people probably think it is. It wasn't about her giving John the same energy and telling him to do what he told her to do. So John said, why don't you do what my mum did? And then Sophie said to him, why don't you do what your mum did? Blah, blah, blah. That was the same energy completely. The thing that I didn't like, but again, did I choose to get angry about it, call it out, be selectively outraged? No, I didn't. I didn't like Sophie saying, John, you look like a meth head child molester. Child molester. Now, do you understand how many people in this community have probably been children of abuse? Did you call that out, Bliss? Did you? Did you tell Sophie that was wrong? Because I thought that was wrong. I thought it was a horrible comment to make. And can Sophie go low? Yes. When she gets upset and she gets hurt, she can go low. So can I. So can I. But I would never say something like that. So if you want to call out comments that Kendra made that were low, because the cancer comment was definitely low, then why are you not calling out that comment? Because I thought that was a horrible comment. Because there's more layers to that comment. Because we all know John's history. So it was to put that knife into him a little bit deeper. But what about all the other people that's affected? How many people has that triggered? So again, and I hate doing this, Sophie. So if you're listening, this isn't a dig at you at all. I get why you lashed back out at John Yates. I completely get it. And he was horrible about you and horrible about your husband. Absolutely. So I get where you were coming from. My point is the selective outrage. Yep, Heidi, I agree. I've went low, Heidi. I've went low. And John Yates is the master of going low. So I understand why she lashed out. And again, I'm not calling out that comment now because Sophie shouldn't have said that and da-da-da. I'm calling this out because Bliss is a fucking hypocrite. It's Sophie that wasn't the one that went live or kicking off about Kendra. Bliss did. Hi, Lack. Bliss did. And I just can't go over it. And everything she's saying in that live is describing Juelz and Maria. And then she keeps saying, they all over there. I don't know why you've got such a hard on for E11. E11 is a good person. I don't know why you've all got a fucking hard on for her. Because she said she doesn't want to be a part of all this bullshit, good for her. She's stepping away from it. You're all trying to call her out for stepping away from it. Oh, she's using drug addicts. So did you. So did you, Sophie. So did you, Cindy. Yous were going live about Laurie Jones for how long? Again, I really like Cindy and I like Sophie. I'm not coming at them. I'm just pointing out the fucking hypocrisy. Now, I'm also going to say, I like KK. I'm disappointed that KK went so low because there was a child involved. Because KK told me recently, I don't want to get involved with these people because they go real life. That was her words to me. Her words. And for her then to go reading reports where it involves a child, I just thought, I get why she done it. Her and Jen go back and forth. I've also got to say, not once have I watched the Walmart video. I just have got no interest in it. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I like KK, so I don't want to see KK sitting in that office and being arrested. I have never seen, I clicked into a live, saw KK in the office and clicked back out. I don't want to see it. I'm going to be honest, I don't. Do I want to see Geneva getting arrested? 100%. 100%. And I'll tell you something else, Juelz. I don't give a shit what you say or what you think. You're the biggest hypocrite in this community. You're a fucking liar. Do not get me started on you. Would I write the letter to the judge if I was the CI? Lying through your teeth to everyone. Yes, you were the CI. You were calling us liars, so I went for your paperwork. I was looking for that court paperwork to prove to everyone what a fucking liar you were. And our beautiful Sarah just happened to stumble upon a lie first that proved everything that we were saying. And again, you're all outraged about this woman, Mary Ann. What about the victims of Glenwood? The ones that Juelz had no problem telling you that she was basically abusing verbally. What about them? Where's the outrage there? Where is the outrage? And Geneva, I will never take my foot off your neck. Never. 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 And Juelz, Geneva was posting about a fucking photo album of my children because she was wanting to dox my son after she doxed my girls. As a mother, you've not got a fucking clue. That's a no-no. It's been all through my kids' social media. But Juelz, you've been through kids' social medias too. You did all this to Colby. You were sharing Colby's very minor child. What was he, 9, 10? You were sharing that kid's videos and playing that kid's videos on your IG lives. Oh, look at what he said. Oh, look at what he did. Oh, isn't it disgusting? And calling her out on lives about her very minor child. You've got no fucking problem getting after people's kids when it suits you. Absolutely none. Geneva has crossed the line with me and many people in many, many different ways. Many different ways. The fucking bitch is phoning New Zealand and she's on food stamps. Fucking food stamps. Get a job. You fucking malingerer. You lying fucking malingerer. You too, Juelz. You're another fucking malingerer. Meow. I will never, ever, ever, ever apologise for anything I do to Ginevra. Ever. But do you know what the difference is between me and you, Juelz? I'm not going to lie about it. I told you what I was going to do to you. I told you because you were calling us liars. I've told Ginevra up front, I'm applying for every single bit of fucking paperwork. If I can get my hands on a fucking shop receipt, I'm going to apply for it. But I've got a feeling, Juelz, because somebody said something to me today and I thought, malingerer. Somebody said to me today, Juelz sounds scared. Is Juelz worried? Is Juelz worried that more information comes out about her? Is there things that people don't know? Why is Juelz suddenly so scared about reports being read? Why, Juelz? Why are you scared about reports being read? Why are you scared? I don't think Juelz is scared that Jen Bailey files on her. Don't think she's scared about that at all. But there's something you're scared of, Juelz. What is it? I don't think it's just about the money. Who made... See, this is the thing, Canadian girl. I think this is my point. When Sophie said that comment about John, about him looking like a meth head child molester, it sort of made me go, oh, she shouldn't have said that. Right? Oh, she shouldn't have said that. Did I choose to be offended or upset? No, I don't have a problem with Sophie. But if I didn't like Sophie, I might have reacted differently. Yep. But Paul, you did nothing to her. You did nothing to her. Nothing. What happens is Ginevra gets a friend and becomes obsessed with her friend. That's what happens with Ginevra. And then Ginevra feels that she has to dig into people who have... She takes offence at comments we make as if it's about her. So she then has to go sneakily in the dark, digging into people's lives. All I can say, Kendra, is just learn from it. Try and think before you make comments. Just try and think about it. Who reports? Oh, what Juelz reports? Yep. And Ginevra, you better bet, if I see another fucking photograph of me, and it's not that I care about people posting my pictures, it's not. I know it's Ginevra because she's a coward. Because Ginevra hides behind sock accounts on Reddit. Stop your childish games, Ginevra. You're the one who has copywritten 227 fucking pictures. You're a sicko. Stop your shit. And the other thing is, Ginevra has shared pictures of Dreamy's house and Dreamy's children. Tell me that's not true, Ginny. Tell me it's not true. Tell me that you've not said you contacted every member of my family. Tell me it's not true. The difference between me and Ginevra is I'm very upfront. I'll do it with my whole fucking chest. I know, Lack. I know. But it's ridiculous that once again, Juelz thinks that she can tell people when to go after Jen and when not to go after Jen. She did this the last time. Oh no, it's going too far. Her mental health is really, really poor. Back off, guys. Back off. Leave after making her meat and potatoes for how long? That is true, George. That's true. This is what I'm saying. Ginny, the judge gave you a year. A year. And I'm going to be very clear. I gave Cooch that document. I gave Cooch the audio of your court. I got the audio. I'll prove it too if you want me to. It's in my email. I've applied for it all. You fucking sniff at me the wrong way. You sniff at one of my friends the wrong way. Ginny, I am warning you. I've had enough of you and your bullshit. You're one sick pup. You do have health issues, just not the ones you're claiming. Not the ones you're claiming. And when I saw your medical records, there was no strokes. Granted, I didn't believe her about the cancer either because she lies about everything. She did have cancer. She also had a hysterectomy. So it's gone, Ginny. Why were you telling people 2 years ago you had stage 4 cancer? Why? Ladies, Bliss, fire up alive. It's outrage, Bliss. She lied about cancer. Fire up the live. Let's go. Hi, Syndicants. Who took ownership, Heidi? You are welcome, Cooch. It was my pleasure. I can also say that I don't understand, KK, why you went after Pippi. There was absolutely no reason for you to do that. And all this bullshit, Muzz sent you those documents. We all know it wasn't Muzz. We all know it was Ginny because she was on Ginny's list. So we all know how Ginny works. And I spoke to you not too long ago about Ginny, and you told me you didn't want involved with people like that go real life. But it's now okay because she's given you information. She'll also be getting all your information. Let that woman down once. Look at Reddit. She'll start going after you. She can't help it. It's a fucking sickness. This is what she does. But to ownership. That about Jenny B to ownership. Yep, Jenny did put her own medical information out there. I want to know why. So yesterday I was in Jen's and we had Mayday, you big fucking fraud. You big fucking fraud. Mayday, why are you claiming you've got sickle cell? Is that because white people don't get sickle cell? Mayday, is that what we're saying? Fucking bullshit. I don't give a shit what people think, what people say. I am calling out bullshit. I smell it, I see it. And that is it. If you don't care about Jen Bailey, why are you all going into her lives? And I believe JJ came into her live yesterday, but my daughter phoned me and then the live finished. So I missed that. I don't know why JJ was there. Why are you all getting into your lives? Why do you all watch? Why do you care? Why do you care? It's like an alarm bell for the community Karens, and they all get their wee 3-inch heels on and fucking. Are we into Jen's chat? Let's see what she's saying. Honestly, the fucking community Karens. Again, and JJ had no problem calling Lack Lacey. Why are you calling him with a man's name? Why? With a woman's name? I've been saying it for a long time. It's homophobic. There's the hypocrisy. Jenny B to ownership. And why are they going after Kristen, who's lovely? I didn't even know Kristen knew JJ. But JJ, you're looking stupid putting those threats in chats, and I'm going to be totally honest with you. Even the people that like you, when they see you clicking a link, they groan. They groan because they know what's coming. They know what's coming, and they know what's happening when you click a link. They know what's happening. Don't make it you've got a picture-perfect life. Don't make it, because none of us do. None of us do. Heidi, I'll tell you why I don't hate watch, because it would wind me up. It would absolutely wind me up. If I was in a live watching somebody I don't like, let's see, and just to clear up my issue, we're not covering Jen. It was the go in real life, contacting family, posting deceased people, posting kids' social media. So playing, oh, you cover Gabby, I'm not digging into. No, exactly. You can cover, you can do whatever the fuck you like. Who are these people to hold you accountable? Well, the problem is, Cooch is, and I'm sorry, I need to say it. Is she going to be drinking? Is she not if she clicks that link? Because if she's been drinking, it's going to be a mess. And that's what happens. And this is the reputation you've now got here, JJ. You've done that to yourself. You've absolutely done that to yourself. And again, have I done plenty of lives drunk? 100%. Of course I have. Of course I have. I mean, Maria, I don't know what you tried to imply on your community tab. Is she drinking again or taking something? You need to take something, Maria. It's called an antipsychotic. You need it. You need it. It will slow down that dementia, which I 100% believe is already started. I 100% believe it. Maria, why would anybody be jealous of you? I'm really, like, please tell me, what should I be jealous of? You're a beautiful crocheter. That's probably the only redeeming quality, to be honest. Jealous of what? It's not the 1950s. Nobody needs to be married. Nobody needs a man in their life, Maria. Some of us strong women do it for ourselves. Some of us do it for ourselves, so we're okay with that. We're happy with that. I have got a great life, actually. I'm living my life for me now. And it's great. For you to write, Anne's just jealous. Jealous of what? Jealous that I don't wake up with a hate in my heart. I woke up for my work the other morning and I was sitting having a coffee in my bed and I was scrolling away and I just happened to look 7 minutes past 8 ago. It was 3 a.m. in Miami. What have I got to be jealous about? I sleep at night. I sleep well at night. Remember you slept for about a week? A few weeks back, you said, I go to sleep. You did that for about a week. Yep, Lax, she sure does. Rainbow. Exactly. I spent my night last night with my grandkids. They were doing stuff with the fairy garden. I lit a fire pit. We all sat outside till late, and then we all lay in my bed watching a movie, having a nice time. Oh, who's getting who in the divorce? Let's play that game. Who's getting Maria in the divorce? KK or Juelz? Because Maria's just put a post up saying she doesn't care who talks about Jen. So she's siding with KK in that respect. Hi, Raven. So who's winning Maria in the divorce? And does anybody care? I know where Bliss is going, don't we, Bliss? But Pippi, that's the thing, right? Married women in panel with other men. Maria is in men's DMs on Instagram. playing little games with them, saying, oh, they must be Nigerian, and flirting with them, and there's sexual comments getting made with Maria and these men. And could you imagine if her husband did that? Could you imagine? Who is going to win Sophie in the divorce? Because when Juelz is putting her foot down, she's saying, if you go there, don't come back here. But again, you can't tell people where to go. You can't. Good. Oh dear. Who is that, Kendra? I like Sophie. Oh, Juelz is going to lose a ton of support. And because I'll tell you something else, KK is much more likable. I mean, she's not innocent. She's not an angel. We know she's not innocent and an angel, but she doesn't put on and guys and fun fact and put on the voice and act like I was not a hooker. I did not traffic those women. And look at her. She doesn't do all that. And I respect that, Daddy. I hope she does. Exactly, Rainbow. Exactly. No, I get that, Kendra. It's everybody, each to their own. But again, I've got people who support Juelz and go into Juelz's lives that I'm friendly with, and that's fine. Like, I'm an adult. I don't care if they support Juelz. I don't care. But Juelz has been problematic for a long time and trying to play chess and telling people where their pawns can go, and now it's backfired. Because I think, Juelz, you've overplayed your hand. If this was, what do we call it, blackjack, you'd be bust. You would be bust. Oh, in fact, hold on a second. This is for you, Juelz.
I was young, I never needed anyone. And making love was just for fun. Those days are gone.
We know it.
Living alone.
Oh, this is for you, Juelz.
Think of all friends I've known.
I've known and not got.
When I die, telephone. Nobody's home.
All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore.
Hard to be sure.
Right, enough of that. I don't like you that much, Juelz. So, I just think Is my speaker bad? It's because it's a laptop. Oh, Jules. I know, I just find Bliss Chris very condescending, very full of shit, hypocritical, and at the end of the day, like, you've sat up there and made a whole live to go at somebody because you said they made a comment about somebody else who didn't ask for it. Well, she didn't ask for you to attack her. It had nothing to do with you. Daddy, maybe you should. Maybe you should. Rainbow, it was meant to be awkward. That was the point. Don't forget, that was for SoFlo. I don't even know if I want to listen to any more of this fucking stupid live. Right, let me hear.
I have no want, honestly. But for the people going at KK, even though she didn't pull it, it was sent to her, for one. For two, how many times has Jen went over KK's arrest video? And others, not just Jen. But again, KK...
Right, I'm going to say there is a difference here. There's a difference between arrest video. Jen's arrest video has been played and outplayed. That wasn't an arrest video, Bliss. These were police reports that involved a minor child.
He gives an ounce of the same fucking energy back, and it's now all of a sudden a fucking problem, right? So Kendra's talking about that, and again, I only listened. It was like a 30-second clip. And of course...
Who went live and said it was a problem apart from Jen? Who went live, Bliss, and said it was a fucking problem apart from Jen?
Of course, she has to bring up Cindy and JJ. Or, I'm sorry, not JJ. Sophie and Cindy. Again, two people that are not talking about her. Sophie only responded to her. Okay, because Kendra came back.
Now I've got to say, there's a lot of back and forth. If we all say we're just responding, then we're just... Do you know what responding means? Responding means you're taking no accountability for your part. That's what responding means, Bliss.
Go at Soph. Soph made a response. Cindy hasn't said a fucking word.
No,
but Kendra's going to threaten
say anything.
Or I take it as a threat. She basically said, you, Sophie and Cindy, wouldn't like it if people pulled your reports. Now, what does that do in this type of community when you say shit like that? It's going to entice people to do exactly...
No. You see, the person that you are sitting with, the person that posted JJ's job on Reddit, the person that you're all in chats with, she's on your side, Bliss. She's on your side.
So it is a threat. Also, the difference, Soph and Cindy, and even though I wasn't mentioned, I'll throw myself in here, have never hid from our fucking past. I will read my reports openly for all of you. I have nothing to fucking hide. Cindy has always been open. Soph has always been open. Was Jen open about all the fucking skeletons in her closet? And like KK said, that's probably not even a fucking third of it. I couldn't even imagine. But again, the same energy is given back. And it's a problem. But they don't say anything to Jen. No, they're rooting her on.
Listen, see when Jen and Sophie were going at each other about the tanning, about the nails, and Sophie was pulling up her foot and blah, blah, blah. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. There was nothing fucking that malicious between both of them. The both of them were going at each other, just dragging each other. But there was no, to me, unless I missed something, because I don't watch them all, there was no real life for me at that point. That shit's funny. That's harmless. It's harmless.
KK's fucking arrest video, whatever, report shit being played, read, they're all in there rooting it on. But now it's a problem when it's done to Jen. Don't give none, won't be none. Okay? So says hair is a security blanket for a lot of women and men. The shit I get from my hair on a daily basis is ridiculous. And then her to compare me to cancer patients. Yeah, okay. Oh, she did she, Cindy? Kendra did as well. She went over the video of KK's arrest too. Huh. But none of them took issue with that. No, so it's just said the same thing again, Jinx. Wow. More than once, KK. So says I took it as a threat. Funny, the next morning, my mugshots were on Reddit. Exactly what I said.
That had nothing. Listen. Oh, and that's another thing. That is another thing because somebody did send me a little clip. When Juelz was talking about Jen a couple of videos ago, I don't know when, and she went, and Jen had said on her live, I was speaking to Anne. Yes, she was speaking to me, but she was DMing me and stuff. And Juelz went, oh, I wonder if that's where she got the pictures of Sophie. Juelz, shut your big fucking mouth. Jen has not had any pictures of Sophie from me. Not one. Not one. And I'll tell you something else, Juelz. I'm going to point out here. See, when I deliberately went on all your family's Facebooks just to show you that we can do that too, and on your dad's Facebook, Ask anyone fucking person if they received one picture of any member of your family. Not one. Not one. Not one. I have got no fucking interest in sharing your family and getting it. Have you done it, Juelz? Yes, you have. Yes, you have. You were all over Dreamy's Facebook. Do I believe you've been sharing pictures? 100%. 100%. So don't you sit there on your fucking high horse judging me with your bullshit, okay? I've got no reason to go after Sophie. None. Absolutely none.
That's why it is a threat, because there are some disgusting people in this community with no boundaries or morals who do that type of shit. Kendra says that. Less than 24 hours later, Soph's mugshots are posted on Reddit. KK, stop showing Soph's mugshots for fuck's sake. She even makes us with bad mugshots look even worse. I haven't seen them, to be honest. I haven't seen them. Sophie's beautiful, though. I don't think she's probably ever taken a bad picture in her life. And wait, didn't she threaten anyone who pulled her FOIA? Are you speaking on Jen? Yes. But she's okay with the original person who pulled all her shit. That's not a problem. That's not a problem.
But nobody pulled those reports, because I don't think you could have pulled those reports. I think the people who filed those reports shared those reports, and that's Jessica Patterson, who wants to be ashamed of herself. And Jen, I think you should let Eric know, because I think he probably doesn't know his wife is over here sharing shit about his fucking daughter.
I don't know, Justine. I don't know how many times. I've never heard those before. I don't think a lot of people have heard those before. Not a coincidence, though. It did exactly what I said it does when people say shit like that. And there was no filter in jail. Oh my God. The mugshots are just the worst. It does no one any favors except for Sophie. All right, so let me see. Where are we going next? So here is Kendra doubling down again at Sophie, of course. Sophie was in Juelz and made a comment about all this, saying it's strange that, Kendra is putting that out in the ether, right? So Kendra, she can't help but respond, y'all. Kendra says, don't flatter yourself, Sophie. I said if my...
She can respond if she wants. She can't help but respond. Why are you responding? Why are you responding to her? None of this concerns you. Why are you involved?
record is read, then I will go looking, and I didn't specify. You aren't the one I am thinking of, by the way. Sorry to disappoint your fiction writing imagination, but it's not me. I don't want to search on anyone. I think it's gross. Okay, bet. So she's saying here that she didn't specify on anyone, right? That's what I'm reading, right? Give me a second, y'all. On anyone, right? No, that's what I'm reading, right? Hold on, let me pause my YouTube on here. All right. Tell me if she didn't specify on anyone. Ready? Here we go. Thanks for somebody, which I realize I've done. And if I touch it, because I feel like people who are picked on. And there's a lot of people in this community who are getting picked on. Once they read the arrest reports, it's okay. It's threatened that they're going to read mine. But enjoy it. But I think it's really shitty. When did all our lives become content? If you start pulling everybody's arrest records, you can't tell me you didn't direct your dress for so long and you don't have a record yourself. Sophie, Cindy, should we read yours? I don't think you want that. I think that's sweet. The way I did the last few days is okay. I'm sure y'all feel really great about yourselves. I find it repulsive.
I don't think that was a threat. I think Jen was making a point, actually.
But she didn't specify any names, right? Sophie and Cindy. Kendra, where has Sophie or Cindy ever threatened to read any arrest records or reports on you? Show me where Sophie and Cindy have said anything fucking about you, minus Soph responding to you. Okay? Again, I will read this again. I said if my record is read, then I will go looking, and I didn't specify. You weren't the one I am thinking of, by the way. Who are you thinking of, Kendra? Hopefully it ain't me, because I'll pull my shit up right. I don't give a fuck. Do I think it's foul and disgusting and over the top and crossing boundary and unnecessary? Yes, because unlike Jen and you and your friends.
But hold on. How is it crossing the boundary and unnecessary? But you've just said there it was okay for KK because Jen did it to her. You've just said it was okay for KK because Jen did it to her.
Friends, I don't do that shit. I will return energy
Jen,
if someone.
You and your friends, but you and your friends are doing it. Your friends are doing it. JJ's done it. JJ Duck's vault. And there was a whole backlash to that fucking situation. You guys have done it. Don't act as if you haven't. I doxed Raken because she's a fucking asshole. And Raken, nobody, see that? Making fun of my paralytic voice. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. My voice comes and goes too. The paralytic voice. You were a frog, okay? Grow up. Grow up. I hope your lawyer, I mean that as well. You can't afford a lawyer. Stop your bullshit.
Someone like KK, who has been gone after by y'all. I didn't even know, but apparently you have gone over KK's arrest video, but you're acting like fucking moral authority of the shit I just played. We don't do that shit. Again, but someone matches energy and it's all of a sudden a fucking problem. You did specify. You lie. We have proven so many of her fucking lies. Like, she can't even keep it together. Are you drinking again, Kendra? I think we're due for a drunk Kendra crash out. What do y'all think?
And how nasty is that? Did you not used to have an addiction? How would you like it if she was saying, oh, you're taking pills again? Or I don't know what her drugs were. I don't know. How would you like it if she was saying that to you? It would be, oh, she said this and I'm sober. Like, how dare you?
I think we're done.
Why did you go live about it?
Salty Pepper said, I think she said Geneva pulled them because she was trying to draw out the real person. Didn't Geneva say she never pulled them? She did. Oh, I'm sure. Good luck.
Geneva said she never pulled them. Okay.
Not a coincidence at all. KK says again, I did one YouTube live recap on this fire crutch, and her instant reaction was to go over life with me. She had Jen on panel to help perpetuate lies and slander. Yep. I know so says I didn't read or threaten anyone. You and Cindy, no. You didn't even say anything about her. Who gives a fuck enough about Kendra to even pull shit on her? Like, I don't give a fuck enough about anyone to go that far, but I totally get others who have been gone at their real lives doing it to those people to match fucking energy. I'm not going to judge people for.
But Kendra's not, well, Kendra went to Geneva's house and let everybody know, but Kendra's not digging into people's real lives, ever.
That. Cindy says she lies so openly. I never threatened to read anyone's records. Kendra, you lie so easily. There it is, Sophie. I do. Really just saying. Huh. Just saying.
She said in her live that she was thinking about someone in particular, but it would be someone that might upset people, even her supporters.
Says Kendra said in her live that she was thinking about someone in particular, but it would be someone that might upset people, even her supporters.
Not you being
obviously doesn't give
just
a fuck
saying,
about upsetting her supporters, making these fucking cancer jokes. I wonder how many people have gone through a cancer bout where a loved one that had it, that support her.
And how many people have been molested as kids? How many people? Why are you not calling out that comment, Bliss? Again, I'll tell you because we've all done it. This is what I'm saying to you. He could make a comment and I'd be like, who cares? But I used to do it with Maria, so who cares? But if somebody made the same comment to me, Maria, I would be furious. It's the natural way of the world. And you're doing the same fucking thing right now. You're angry with Kendra because you don't like her, but you don't care what Sophie says because she's your friend. And we're all doing the same fucking thing. We're all doing it all the time.
So why does she give a fuck now? She is the queen of hypocrisy, Miss Lisa. It's ridiculous. And again, I just proved her fucking lie right here. Say some bullshit lies. I'm going to come back with the fucking receipt. You did specify. You liar. Like, people can't go back and fucking see that shit. Cindy says, come on, StreamYard. It's fucking with me again. I've spoken about my crimes so many times. I've not been in trouble for almost 30 years. I know. You and Seth both.
So I'm glad you've said that, Cindy, that you've not been in trouble for almost 30 years. Because I don't know how you all feel. And I'm really disappointed you did that, KK. That you started putting out stuff. And Maria was already dropping horrible little comments. Why are you all coming at Pippi? Why? And there was no child abuse. Let's all be fucking clear, people. Let's be clear. Child endangerment for a weed charge. Over 20 years ago, child endangerment. It wasn't abuse, it was because of the weed, okay? You're all making this out to be much worse than it is, or it has been made out. Ginny dropped the information to KK. KK, I don't know why you put that out there. That is bullshit. You did that. Bullshit.
All of us, we don't hide from our past. My past shaped me. Do I have regrets? I mean, everyone has fucking regrets. But the shit that I've gone through has shaped me and made me a better person. So if you have to go back in my past to pull up some dirt just to have a go at me, have at it. But
and I'm sorry to emphasize, because people will say because of a weed charge, she was growing it. She was growing it, okay? That was the issue.
The difference between me, Sophie, Cindy, versus someone like Jen Bailey, she is still doing the same bullshit today. Patterns of behavior haven't changed. Zero accountability taken.
Well, I'll look at just saying being messy. I have a feeling she met Cindy because later in the video, she says the person she has in mind might upset people. So clearly it was somebody that many people like, even get supporters.
Really just saying, coming with the receipts here. Says, I have a feeling she met Cindy because later in the video, she says the person she has in mind might upset people. So clearly it was someone that many people like, even her supporters. Since says her hatred of me is wild. I've never gone real life with anyone. I would leave the internet first.
But you support the people that do. You support the people that do.
They don't even look nervous when they lie. It's like automatic for these people.
Susie, you're one of the biggest fucking liars here, okay? We've all seen your texts.
JJ, there'll never be proof of that girl because it never fucking happens. She always lies and wants to cry when called out and proven wrong. Hold on. JJ,
that other dirty heifer. Hold on.
Really just saying. Just saying, coming with the receipts here. Says, I have a feeling she meant Cindy, because later in the video, she says the person she has in mind might upset people. So clearly it was someone that many people like, even her supporters. Huh. Since says her hatred of me is...
Oh, Cindy said that she would leave the internet first. I know that, Cindy, but you support people that do go real life. That's the thing. We all support people who do shit. Well,
wild. I've never gone real life with anyone. I would leave the internet first. They don't even look nervous when they lie. It's like automatic for these people. JJ, there'll never be proof of that, girl.
The other dirty heifer thinks I looked up her driving record. Idiot. What would be the point in that? Show the proof. Cooch, did you not say that you have got some proof about that? About JJ? Was JJ not saying stuff about stopped at a red light and da-da-da? JJ, don't put out things if you don't want them to come back to you. You've made comments that are pointing a finger at you. And you've already said to Jen, don't think Miss Alice can't be held accountable for stuff Jen does. Well, the same goes for your husband. Don't think that if that's the same rule for him, for Jen and Alice, which I think is a crock of shit, by the way. I think maybe in a very maybe high profile court case that might fly. I don't think it'd fly with you guys. Geneva is not just a fucking sub. Geneva is the fucking devil. And I don't care what anybody says. KK, come to me about Geneva and tell me she's just a sub. Please do.
Because it never fucking happens. She always lies and wants to cry when called out.
Oh, her own voice. She was saying, oh, Cooch at a red light. So there you go, JJ. Stop putting shit out if you don't want that shit taken back.
Out and proven wrong. And just so you guys know, her response to me is going to be, "Bless, it had nothing to do with you. Why? You're so irrelevant. Why are you always trying to act like you're better than everyone? Blah, blah, blah." When it comes to my girls, oh, I will put my nose in the middle of fucking everything. Especially when it has to do with threatening real life. Fucking bet, girl.
But you are telling KK you absolutely love her. And KK is going real life. Isn't she? Isn't she? So I'll stick my nose in too then, because I want to.
Every fucking time. All you had to do was take your week break, come back on your new old sock channel, and ignore the bullshit. You said you wanted to...
It wasn't a week's break, and it's none of your fucking business. What about that?
Out the drama, that's what you said. She's going to land right back in the same fucking...
When did she tell you she wanted out the drama? Pray tell when she told any of you she wanted out the drama. Stop writing people's stories for them. How's about that?
Spot that she was a few weeks ago. I guarantee fucking to you. Again,
yes,
sinking shit. And the people that are rooting her on, supporting her, you're going to go down with her. I guarantee fucking to it. All right, let's read some live chat comments of Miss Herpes Queen.
Oh, wow. There you go. There you go, Miss Herpes Queen. Listen to you. How would you like it if she was like Miss Drug Addict? Again, I don't know stuff about your background, your parenting, your felonies, or I don't know. I heard you saying you get 2 felonies. I'm not. How would you like it if we were throwing that shit in your face? Grow up. Don't act moralistic and then like an asshole.
She has I don't know what's worse. Dirty Twat's obsession with JJ or Kendra's obsession with Sophie and Cindy. More so Sophie, though. 2 people that don't go real life, just want to be left the fucking alone to do their fucking content, and she, Kendra says, "Thank you. You are much more effective at clapping back than the Soapster. Currently, her gang would have just gang piled on me again." Because, Kendra can say whatever the fuck she wants about anyone. But you come back with a fucking response. You are ganging up. You're bullying her, y'all. Bullying her. They're all bullying me. And y'all are okay with it. Responding. Oh, someone in the chat says, "How is her drug test clean if she vapes and gummies?" Talking, you guys, this was live about Sophie. Okay. Kendra says she doesn't do gummies. It's nicotine vape. Like, Sophie, if you think the stream is so hilarious, then why did you private it, pussy? Kendra, why did you private all of your drunk live streams? Again, pot calling kettle black.
But Sophie wasn't drunk on her stream. Sophie wasn't drunk on her stream, and maybe Kendra's done a stream and thought the next day, not proud of that, I'm going to private it. What's wrong with that?
But it's her, so it's okay, you guys. She's over in Maria's chat acting or pretending to be unbothered. Some of us don't have to pretend. I will say your foul comments enrage me, not because I'm triggered by you. It's because I'm a decent person, and I know that
you are clearly triggered by her. You've done a whole live stream because you're triggered by her.
Hit others and trigger them, and it's disgusting. You are disgusting.
Sure,
I know she drinks because she's flexed to me she can handle liquor. She says this is hilarious that people are making such a big deal about her feet. It's fucking weird. y'all's obsession over, like, I don't want to see anyone's feet. I understand people may have cute feet. Some people may have some jacked up feet. That's not something anyone can control, okay? But two, if you are jumping and making an entire fucking live stream going at someone's feet or toes, you lost the fucking plot a long time ago. That is deflection.
That was funny, actually. She was just making funny comments.
From the actual argument at hand. We'll go over that a little bit later.
And I agree with that. You're saying that she thinks she can talk shit and not be responded to. I don't think she does think she can talk shit and not be responded to. I think we all know if we talk shit, we're going to be responded to. I know I will be responded to. I'm okay with that. Will I listen? Probably not. Will I give a fuck? Absolutely not.
Here's Miss Lisa Wigger. It's not a flex that she's required to take monthly drug tests. I'm glad she's sober. When did Sophie say that as a flex? It's just what has to be done monthly. And she, again, is open and admits to that. Like, come on. No one's saying that as a flex. It's just a statement of fact. And it disproves everything Jen says. Because Jen always likes to say, you're on drugs, your eyes are pinpoint, blah, blah. And I had to say in a chat that if Soph was on drugs, then she wouldn't be receiving her MAT medication. Because you can't be using and still receive MAT medication. It was disproving lies. It wasn't a flex.
I don't know why that's even been spoke about Sophie, to be honest with you.
Oh, they're talking about Juelz here. She's also talking her shit on her Plan B account, while Kendra sits here on her BS exposed account. Fucking pot.
Yeah, but Juelz has got a main account, let's be honest here. And do you know what? Heidi discovered something recently, that one of the horrible accounts that was about Dee's son is now changed to Plan B. Isn't that interesting?
Come on. Like, these people, look how real life. I thought Sophie's husband inherited that house. Now, this one I made a community tab post about because this bitch is spreading misinformation. Again, you guys, do not take any kind of medical advice, whether it's for yourself, your family, or your pets, from weirdos on the fucking internet. Lisa says, well, your vet isn't giving all the proper info. It is unhealthy to not fix your dogs. Liar. Liar, liar.
Why are you putting on that voice when you're reading somebody else's comments? Why are you doing that voice? I need to get past this bit because it's just irritating.
Who are you to judge someone else's recovery? Keep in mind, this bitch has been drunk.
You've just told her to go and have a drink. You've just said to her, go and have a drink, or are you drinking again? And so, and I've just stopped at a place. Who's somebody else to call out somebody's recovery? Like, who are you to call her out?
Crash outs on the internet for fucking years. Allegedly says Kendra wants to play with the big dogs, but she doesn't know how to play the game. She needs to stay on the freaking porch. Not even a little bit, right, KK? That's where you were wrong, so says. I never said we inherited anything. Charlotte, it's ridiculous. These irrelevant bitches think they know it all. KK, Lisa is a vet. Don't tell anyone I told y'all. Lisa is a vet now, y'all. She thinks she knows what is right for your animals instead of your primary vet.
There's Coffee Loves My Company. You know, she's another nasty woman. I've seen a lot of comments from her. She is nasty.
Shan says, I just don't understand why they care to look up people's info like this. It's insane how so many people do this crap. It is insane.
But these are in chats that support people that do it.
And then the people doing it get so fucking butthurt and outraged and over the top when it's done to them. That's my point. The littlest bit of energy matching and they fucking lose it.
And what was it Mayday said? Mayday, Aka, I know who you are. You don't like it when it's done to you. No, I'm reacting to what was done to me, to the one person that done it to me. Okay? Hi, Hayne.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You guys, please don't follow medical advice from people online. I beg of you. It's one thing to do what I did and go to Google and just get an overview, but even with that, please consult medical professionals.
We could say the same for you guys. When you're giving advice on addiction and medication and stuff that's out there, we could say the same there. Go to your doctor.
Good morning. Stanley says, I've never even thought or talked about my own damn toes. I can't imagine how they find 9 hours worth of content on someone else's toes interesting. I know.
And I think it's pathetic that people are talking about people's dogs should be fixed. Jen's should be fixed, but Sophie shouldn't. Well, why don't you all just mind your own fucking business? Who cares? It doesn't affect you. How about that? I mean, I don't care if Sophie's dogs are neutered or not, or Jen's dogs are neutered or not. Who cares?
So says it doesn't bother me for an irrelevant bitch to pick my looks apart. I know who I am and their opinions mean nothing. But when you do it to someone like Kendra, she gets, like KK said, she's sensitive.
That Tina Beagle was in Jen's comments again today. Exactly, Heidi. Was in Jen's comments again yesterday. Like, why are you there? Well, fuck off. You're a fucking loser. You're sitting there watching Jen and coming in. And see, that's bullying. Because you all hate her and you all think you can come in or chat and talk shit. You too, Stanley Rakin. You think you can come in and talk shit as well? Like, grow up. Moaning about your wrench. Grow up. JJ. I'm not going to read that one out, but for the replay, look at the comment on the screen.
That's my point, just saying.
Sophie, JJ, sorry, hold on.
Sophie, but who cares if you did inherit it? It's not.
And is that why you quick?
That's where you were wrong, so says.
That's
I never
very
said we
quickly
inherited
there.
anything. Charlotte, it's ridiculous. These irrelevant bitches think they know it all. KK, Lisa is a vet. Don't tell anyone I told y'all. Lisa is a vet now, y'all. She thinks she knows what is right for your animals instead of your primary vet. Shan says, I just don't understand why they care to look up people's info like this. It's insane how so many people do this crap. It is insane, and then the people doing it get so fucking butthurt and outraged and over the top when it's done to them. That's my point. The littlest bit of energy matching, and they fucking lose it.
But you're saying that as if everybody's just done it to your friends, and your friends are just now simply responding. That's not how it works. And that's not how it's worked. To be quite frank, I've never known Jen Bailey to look up one fucking person. I don't think she knows where to start. Has she probably been sent things like KK's video? Probably. Oh, definitely. But Jen's not the sort. So don't say that Jen Bailey has started. Your friend Juelz did all that. Bliss. Your friend Juelz.
Yep. You guys, please don't follow medical advice from people online. I beg of you. It's one thing to do what I did and go to Google and just get an overview, but even with that, please consult medical professionals. Hey, Lady Lynn, good morning. Stanley says, I've never even thought or talked about my own damn toes. I can't imagine how they find 9 hours worth of content on someone else's toes interesting. I know.
But you all think, remember,
So says it doesn't.
do you remember when it was something like Juelz was talking about Jen's fingers? Juelz was doing a live and was obsessed with Jen's fingers. I remember Brooke talking about it. That's how I know. But you're all happy to support that. The toes thing was funny. When Sophie held up her foot, that was funny.
Bother me for an irrelevant bitch to pick my looks apart. I know who I am and their opinions.
And again, Jen and Sophie were going back and forth with each other. And to me, it was just poking at each other and poking. It was harmless. There was no real life shit being said there.
Nothing. But when you do it to someone like Kendra, she gets, like KK said, she's sensitive. JJ.
She doesn't support her own family members' sobriety, so it's really that shocking that she speaks in other people's recovery. Who, JJ? I don't think you should be speaking about anybody's sobriety either, quite frankly, because a lot of people question yours. And I know you're not supposed to be sober. What I'm saying is a lot of people question you should be, okay? And I'm not saying that. I am definitely not. I think she works full time. I think when she has a drink, and that's fine. But she does herself no favors clicking links is all I'm saying. It's just not a good fucking looks, JJ. And I've get drunk many times on panels. I definitely have. So I'm putting that out there.
I'm not going to read that one out.
Hi,
Taylor.
Taylor.
The comment on screen. That's my point, just saying. Sophie, but who cares? If you did inherit it, it's not their business. Why is inheritance such a taboo word around here? Who the fuck is everyone leaving their assets to if not their own kids? Thank you. Because in their eyes, it makes them better. Why for Kendra? I don't think she's ever owned a home. Okay, I could be wrong. Again, I really don't give a fuck. But for her to live in like subsidized fucking housing to shit on Sophie?
I don't think anybody was saying inheritance is a taboo word around here. But these are all in Juelz. Well, Juelz is saying Brooke wouldn't have her house if her dad hadn't passed away. Did you say to Juelz she shouldn't be saying that?
For owning her own,
Do you know what? Just saying, I'm going to just say it. You're a very hateful person when you don't like someone. You cannot fucking stop showing that. You're right in there all the time. You do it with Jen. You're now doing it with Kendra. It's just not a good fucking look.
I'll leave it there. Thank you, Audie. Exactly that. All right, one more thing we're going to go over about Miss Kendra, because this is the one that has bothered me for a while. Give me 1 second. Y'all need a drink. All right, I would love to have been a little more prepared and to have had someone up here like Heidi or Martin's mommy. Shauna's a good one. Because I'm not a person of color, okay? But I've been wondering why this comment that Kendra spewed months ago, it really fucking bothered me. Because I just thought it was, again, she's so fucking disgusting. Let me pull this up.
I know what she's doing here. I know
So
what you're
the comment
doing
Kendra
here.
made months ago about she moved to Portland to be around Black people.
Okay. I know what you're doing. You're inciting hate is what you're doing right now. Has Kendra been called out for these comments? Absolutely, she has. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. The same thing that I said to Maria, right? See, when you say something and you don't realise it is a microaggression, that's called ignorance, okay? See, when you're told it's a microaggression and then you carry on saying that shit, that then becomes racism, okay? That's the thing that Maria's been doing with George. George is dangerous. George is dangerous. She was told once, stop saying it. You don't say that about black people as a microaggression. And Maria continued to say it. She was then being racist, okay? So I'm not even having this fuck. I'm not even playing this shit. Hi, Amza. Yeah, exactly, Ghostface. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't even want that conversation in my chat, to be honest with you. But it's the fact that she's like, oh, if Heidi was here, or George was here, or Shanna was here.
Why people launch online smear campaigns. Smear campaigns are almost always rooted in a desire for control, retaliation, or distraction. The deflect.
Is that not what you guys? Is that not what Juelz has been doing? Smear campaign? And you have all jumped on and been spreading about to other content creators, and you are all listening to the same Jen Bailey shit in everybody's lives, the same shit all day.
Strategy. If someone is about to be called out or exposed for bad behavior, they might launch a preemptive smear campaign against their accuser. By ruining the accuser's credibility first, they ensure that no one will believe the accusations when they finally come out. Hey, Chronic, drive safe, girl. Jammed it. Mm-hmm. She deserved it. She's been begging and pressing buttons for a while. She fucking deserved it.
I didn't like that she did that there. That was, to me, very calculated what she was doing there. That she was trying to, yeah, right, use black people to incite a bit of hatred. I do not fucking like that. Hi, Amzi. Amzi, I hope you're still doing your baby shower tomorrow, because I'm actually going to my niece's in the afternoon and yours was going to be after that at night. So I hope you're still doing that. Again, it's Kendra, there's two different things, though. They are two different things.
To isolate the target, ruin their relationships, or impact their livelihood as punishment for a perceived slight. Is that not what Kendra was doing? And others. And others. This is the impact. And yes, Heidi, I know you have, and I know others have. And my special guest, who hopefully makes up here soon, has experienced that as well. I've experienced that.
Let me see.
Water. Oh, Cece, I'm glad you love Phil. I love him so much. Love Live Strong, you like sandals, you love some Tory Burch. I'm going to be honest, like, I'm just not very fashion forward. I just like wearing my Under Armour slides. And yes, I wear them with socks. Judge me. I don't give a fuck. I figured it was Gilligan's Island. I never watched that really as a kid.
But come on panel, show us your face. And it's not that I'm saying, by the way, I don't know what this woman looks like. Yeah. I don't know if she's a beautiful woman or I don't know. I don't know why she doesn't go live. But don't post pictures of other women and try and call them out for how they look and drag them for how they look. And but then say people shouldn't look shame. Right, what's the paper cut, Tina? And we're telling me about the race card. Yes, I've never heard you say it since. Maria, have a shame. Yep, Deborah. And you know, Deborah, I knew I misspoke when I said that, because it's not a place I ever want to go. And I've always been very proactive, and I just somewhere I just never ever want to go. And my support.
I was more of like a I Love Lucy kind of person. All right, so in a smear campaign, these are the tactics to watch for. Tactic number 1, the character assassination. The description, attacking your person rather than their arguments.
That's what Juelz does. That's what Maria does.
Now, this is the counter move, okay, if you're in this predicament.
I called Maria out for stealing the lawyer's fees, and Maria went after my family. Isn't that not the same thing?
Stay on message. Don't defend your character to strangers, okay? That is what they want. Stay on message. Stay on the argument. Once you start, and I'm guilty of this, once you start defending your character, you are giving them what they want. Do not defend your character to ignorant assholes online, okay?
That's why I laugh at Maria. You've got it. You've got it.
The second tactic, isolation. The description, trying to turn your friends and community against you. That is what's not really working anymore. This is the counter move to that. Lean on your core circle and ignore the noise. Very important. I would not have survived YouTube last year if I did not have my core circle of girls. Okay? Very fucking important. The last tactic, of course, is gaslighting. The description, making you question your own memory of events. And I am very susceptible to that because my memory is fucking shit. Okay? And the people that do this, like, they want you to question that. They want you to feel crazy. Okay? This is the counter move to that for people who are being gaslit. Trust your documentation and stay in your unbothered energy. Very important. Oh, thanks, Stanley. I love you too, girl. Awesome fucking person, for real. All right, so I mentioned
one of the funniest things that I heard Stanley Rakin say that really, really, it made me cringe, but it made me, I was like, when she wants to be a part of the group, and she tried to call out Jen on our community tab, and she's like, and I don't know really why, because I don't know what issue Jen had with Rakin. Rakin wants to be involved, and Rakin wrote, me and Sophie are a pair, blah, 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 and I was cringing. And to be honest, I thought Sophie would probably be cringing too. And I think Sophie would be like, yeah, girl, I've got you. But I think she'd be like, oh, no. Because she's boring as fuck, Brooke. And she's a hypocrite.
this term
Nice,
earlier,
Stacey.
and I know I've mentioned this term many times before. Some of you may not be aware, though. Flying monkeys. All right, these are the minions under the ringmasters.
Like the Hive. Like all those guys, is that what you're saying? See the ones I was talking about earlier, the Tino Beagle, the Snow White, the Mayday, all the ones that came flying into Jen's chat yesterday. Is that the flying monkeys?
The term flying monkeys, or technically proxy abuse or third-party harassment, originates of
Yeah, that third-party harassment, exactly what I saw yesterday. I knew you were right, girl. I knew it.
course, from my favorite movie of all time, The Wizard of Oz, where the Wicked Witch sends her winged monkeys to do her dirty work. In social psychology, it refers to people who are recruited by a narcissist or an aggressor to harass, isolate, or spy on a target.
Like Maria does. We're a group chat. They all send her the screenshots. She gets them to go in. She has got them tied down. She's got them locked in. You've got Cree. Maria puts up a post. Cree doesn't know anything about it, and she just believes it blindly. That's Cree.
Now, why do these people participate in this kind of
I want to hear this because I've got my own thoughts about the Hive. So spill it, girl, spill it.
shit? Okay. This is the 3 archetypes of flying monkeys. It's important to remember that not every flying monkey has bad intentions. Many are actually being manipulated themselves. And I tried really hard to remember that, which is why I typically try not to oust subscribers in live
But that's why you're in the Hive writing your comments too, hasn't it? So you're also a flying monkey.
chats, but some people fucking deserve it, okay? Some people have shown their pattern, Lisa Wigger, for a while now, and there's only so long.
So you've just admitted, while you're reading out that little speech, you've admitted that you're a flying monkey and Lisa Wigger is one of the victims.
That people can ignore that type of bullshit, okay?
What bullshit? What bullshit? What has she said about you, Bliss? What bullshit?
These people, okay, this first one is the true believer, aka the deluded. Oh, I'm glad, Heidi. I'm glad you're here. These people genuinely believe the aggressors narrative. They think they are protecting someone or standing up for the truth. They are often high empathy people whose kindness has been weaponized against you.
Yeah. The way you all did with Juelz against Jen Bailey. The way you all did it.
The second kind of flying monkey is the secondary narcissist, aka the enforcer. You know, there's always like a top minion underneath the ringmaster. These individuals
Oh, here comes Miss Mickey.
enjoy the drama. They get a helper's high, a dopamine hit, from being the aggressor's right hand. They like the feeling of power that comes with being in the know and part of an inner circle.
Yep.
These are the flying monkeys that I feel for, and I went over a little bit earlier.
This is J-Fid, Miss Mickey, Tina Beagle, all these bitches, Susie Q.
The fearful follower, aka the self-preserver. These people see what the aggressor is doing to you and think, I better stay on their good side so they don't do that to me.
Cat Navy vet.
Their participation is a survival tactic to avoid becoming the next target. Cindy, JJ, have we went through that? Have we went through that? Sometimes you know it's coming, but for those of us that actually have morals, we're going to ride that road because it is what it is. There's nothing you can do to avoid it. Some people are so fearful, though.
But it doesn't mean you're not a part of it. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think Sophie is a flying monkey. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I never thought JJ was or Cindy was. But Bliss, I definitely think you are.
Oh, they just stay in it. And that's sad. I pity them. I really do. It certainly is. Wizard of Oz is the best
Go and have a look in the mirror, love.
movie ever made. Shiloh says, my own ex-husband tried to gaslight me yesterday. I don't put up with it from him, and I sure as hell won't put up with it from people online.
Good for you, Shyla. I love Shyla.
Yep, we should do a deep dive into Dargo one day. I'll add that to the list. Because I've touched on it here and there, but we should definitely do a deep dive.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
All right, these are the psychological mechanisms at play. These are the gears that make the smear campaign turn. Triangulation. The aggressor tells the flying monkey a lie about you, then tells you a lie about the flying monkey. This prevents you two from talking.
Do you know who? Maria told me a lie about Juelz. Told Juelz a lie probably about me. But, yeah, and we didn't talk anyway.
And discovering the truth, keeping the aggressor in control.
This is why Maria didn't want me and other people to talk, because she didn't want me to know what she was telling them. It's funny that.
Of the information, because remember, control is their ultimate goal. Split perception. Idealization versus de-evaluation. The aggressor paints themselves as a perfect victim and you as a monster.
That is Maria.
Humans have a hard time with nuance during drama, so the flying monkeys buy into this black and white thinking. Social proof. If 5 people are saying, you're crazy, a 6th person is likely to believe it without seeing evidence. The flying monkeys provide the proof the aggressor needs to make the smear look legitimate. This is how you stay on.
This is what Maria does. Maria, that I cheated on my husband, that my son hates me. She doesn't know anything about the whole situation. She knows nothing about it, to be honest. And tells me not to talk about her family. But Maria, you've actually told people shit, and they've told people who've told me, like, you do talk about your family. So there's that.
Unbothered. Dealing with the swarm. The golden rule.
It's funny that the word swarm came in there, isn't it?
You cannot use logic to get someone out of a position they didn't use logic to get into. And this is like, I understand why people do content and react to Jen Bailey. At this point, it's like watching a fucking circus act. But no one should expect, like, have any.
You've just done it there. You're saying it's like watching a circus act. But you've also wrote derogatory comments. You have. So you're one of the flying monkeys.
Kind of expectations on people like that, because it's all fucking lies and deflection and, you know, putting the blame on others, playing the victim. She goes into nothing with logic, truth, or receipts. Okay, it's all fake. It's all projection. And again, these people have to be the ultimate victim. So again, you cannot use logic to get someone out of a position they didn't use logic to get into. That's really fucking.
She's actually starting to really, really confuse me. Exactly, Heidi. What happened to George and others? Exactly. But again, she's saying this as if this is how other people in the community act. But can she not see she's in that? You're in that.
Important to remember. That is another reason why I won't go back and forth with liars. For example, Kendra. I spoke about her the first hour. I could give 2 flying fucks what her response is.
But you've just done a whole live on her, so you do give a flying fuck. You've actually given her a lot more energy than she's given you. So what does that tell you? Go and read up in your psychology. What does that tell you?
She's a proven liar. She always has to be the fucking victim, okay? Never takes accountability. Why?
Well, she's took accountability today. I've just witnessed her taking accountability, so there's that.
It's like trying to run a rigged race. Why even try? There's no point. I'm not going to go back and
So why, if you're saying why even try, why are you doing this live?
forth with fucking liars. All right, tactical advice. Do not recruit your own monkeys. It's tempting to send your supporters to fight back, but this just creates a hate bond cycle. Staying above the fray is your strongest move.
Right, you're all part of the Jen Bailey hate bond. There we go.
The information blackout. Stop giving the flying monkeys anything to report back. Block, restrict, or again, utilize the gray rock method. Give short, boring, non-emotional answers. The check the source filter. If someone comes to you with, I heard X about you, simply ask them, why are you comfortable bringing that toxicity to me? It shifts the boundary immediately.
Do you do that? Is that what you actually do, Bliss? Do you actually do that? I've got a feeling you don't.
All right, this is the comparison, the aggressor versus the flying monkey. Motive. The aggressor's motive is control and destruction. The flying monkey's motive is validation, belonging, or fear. Awareness. The aggressor usually knows they are spinning the truth. The flying monkey often believes.
JJ, here we go again. She's a flying monkey. She's a flying monkey. Why is she doing videos on Kendra? Why were you all so cool with what's his name, BX guy, going to go after women in this community, and you were saying, oh, he'll make you cry, Kendra. Like, why is that okay? I don't like the way you move. I just don't like the way you move. And I don't like the hateful shit I've also seen coming out of you in chats, JJ. Pure and simple. I don't like it. She is a flying monkey. So who are the flying monkeys she's talking about?
Believes they are the hero of the story. Longevity. The aggressor will keep going until they find a new target. How much does that explain certain people? Because their old targets are no longer here, they're on the hunt for a new one.
Yeah, it's funny. Juelz is looking for a new target. It's funny. Because she's had enough of Jen. Now she wants a new one.
The flying monkey usually drops off once the drama becomes boring. Seen it time and time again. When a flying monkey uses the "I'm just telling you this because I care" line.
Do you know that describes Susie Q? Because when John decided not to do YouTube, Susie flew her little flying monkey ass right over to Juelz.
They are using weaponized concern. They are trying to bypass your boundaries by framing gossip or smear tactics as an act of friendship. The goal isn't to argue the facts. It's to shut down the delivery of the poison without losing your cool. This is one option. It's called the hard boundary, direct and firm. Use this when you want to make it clear that you...
And if she doesn't know this community as well, because she's been here for quite a while now, JJ, then she shouldn't be doing lives on people, pure and simple.
Aren't a dumping ground for drama. This is what the flying monkey says. I'm just telling you this because I care. But so-and-so was saying some really nasty stuff about you in their live last night. You guys, I've had to cut people off like that. I know a lot of people, especially creators, have people coming into your fucking DM.
And JJ Bliss might be really upset with what happened yesterday, but she's already chosen her side. That's true.
To just drop screenshots of what irrelevant fucking people are saying about you. And I give a warning. Sometimes I give a second warning, like, hey, I don't want to see this shit, like I'm good. And if you cross that boundary a third time, you're blocked. This is what you do or say. I appreciate that you care about me, but I've decided that I'm not entertaining anything said about me in spaces I don't frequent. If they didn't say it to my face, it's not meant for my ears. Let's talk about something else. Option 2, my personal favorite.
Right, okay, so this is just word salad to me at this point. The thing is, you're saying all this, but you're involved in this community. No, absolutely not, Rainbow. You're involved in this community. You're supporting people who are doing fuck shit. You are supporting people who do fuck shit. And I'm not saying I've not done fuck shit. Of course I have. But I don't go after kids. And you support people that do that. And Juelz has done it for years. For years. Who remembers Juelz going after Colby's little boy? The little boy was only 9 or 10. Who remembers that? Juelz showing everybody this kid's YouTube channel. We didn't know it existed. Dragging that little boy. Dragging that little boy for things that he said on his... He was a kid. He was a kid. But again, and so I'm glad you're here, JJ, listening. So I'm going to tell you something else. Why is Bliss saying to E, oh, you were in that chat when Roadhog was going after my kids? We didn't know who the fuck she was or who her kids were. We didn't know who she was. So we have to have some loyalty to some fucking stranger. We don't know what's going on. Whose family's getting dragged. Nobody knew the fucking situation. But you're expecting... But you all know when Jen's son's getting his full name doxed in Maria's. You have all heard Juelz talking fucking smack about Bambi's kids. You have all heard it. And you all support it. But yeah, remember when she did that, Brooke? She played that little boy's videos on her IG lives. She was sharing that with people, sharing his link with people, calling Colby out on lives. It was disgusting what she did to that kid. It was only a child, like a small child. She's a piece of shit.
The Grey Rock, short and boring. Use this when you want to give them zero emotional payoff for bringing you the news. Flying Monkey says, I thought you should know what's being said. I'm just looking out for you. This is what you say. Oh, okay. People will talk, I guess. Anyway, did you see that video of the groundhogs in the yard this morning? They were hilarious. I love how AI generates like shit that fits with me.
Yeah.
Oh, I've said.
And again, you're saying all this, but meanwhile, you're doing a live dragging someone. You're doing a live dragging someone, and it was a situation that did not concern you. So there's the hypocrisy right there. I can't listen to any of this stuff. But you're talking about Lisa Wigger again. Lisa Wigger, have you had any dealings with Bliss? Have you had any dealings with Bliss? Yeah. She was saying horrible things about that kid. And about Colby's parenting. And she only did that to Colby because she was Jen's friend.
Just saying said, what astonishes me the most is that Kendra has so much potential, in my opinion. She's smart, knowledgeable, and impressionable, but it all becomes skewed with not being able to regulate her emotions and impulses. I don't totally agree with that. I'm not going to say she's not smart or not knowledgeable, but everything she does is for personal gain. It's to put others down, so. And yeah, I agree, she cannot regulate her.
I'll tell you something else that I feel strongly about. I think you should all be looking at AC. I think you should be a bit more upfront about your friendship with actual convicted pedos. You had a friendship with those guys. You were looking in people's windows. I mean, you admitted that on Brooks Live. Why? Where's your police reports? I think if you want to all start investigating people and the reports and what was put forward, and that was clearly a ploy by Jessica and Eric to try and get Jen's kids. If you don't see that, then I don't know what to say to you. It was a report. I have seen the documentation. It was unsubstantiated. They lost. Jen won custody. I don't know what else to tell you about that. It was clearly a smear campaign. Mary Ann went to the police and made the complaint in favour of Jessica. Unsubstantiated. It never went ahead. I don't know what happened, but what I'm going to tell you is nobody was convicted. And I don't believe Jen Bailey's ever hurt her child. Ever. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. But AC, you've been running about with some quite fucked up people. So what's your story? Share your reports. I want to hear that. Actually, I don't even care. I don't want to hear it. What I'm saying is, if you are want to look into people and be outraged, the mother from hell, do it with everyone. Have the same fucking energy for everyone. So you've had no dealings at all with Bliss. She just keeps bringing you up. So why are you bringing Lisa Wigger up, Bliss? So you're being influenced. That's what you just spoke about, the flying monkey. So you're hearing stuff or seeing stuff that's upsetting you for Juelz, or for raking. Lisa Wigger never stopped raking. And she told Juelz she's seen Lisa Wigger in a store in her town, not Rakin's town, in her town. Now we've got fucking crazy ass fucking deluded Rakin saying, I'm going to sue you, I'm going to my lawyer, it's on my lawyer's desk. Oh, fucking bitch, please. Please. Yeah, exactly, Heidi. Exactly. We don't know emotionally. But again, this is what I'm saying. How many kids have been emotionally affected in this community with their parents' addictions? I'm sure all their kids have suffered at one point. Maria's kids don't speak to her. My son doesn't speak to me. I think none of us are perfect. We've all tried to do the parenting thing and do our best, but none of us are perfect. I'd just like to know how these people are getting gifted $100. It was 2 years ago. What was 2 years ago, E? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And it's not to dig at people. I'm not digging at KK's kids or Sophie's kids, or I don't know if Bliss has got kids or Cindy's kids. I'm not. I'm just saying my kids might have failed, have suffered in some ways. I don't know. None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. But I feel as if it's just reasons to attack Jen over and over and over. Now, if I thought that Jen had hurt any kid, I would be out of there. Like, I would never entertain her again, ever. I don't believe that for 1 second. And again, AC's up there AC's admitted before this is about the money for him. This whole place is about the money for him. So AC, if you want to tell us a story, tell us all about your pedo friends. Tell us what happened there. Tell us how you were involved with those pedo friends. Tell us. Tell us. Tell us why you were looking in people's windows. Why? Tell us what made you think it was a good idea to jump up and down in a butt plug and share that video. Please tell us that part. Please. I don't listen to him. I think he's an asshole. But again, it's the selective outrage. Yeah, but I don't think she was inappropriate with her own children, Heidi. I don't believe that. I think maybe over the years, with maybe some of the teenagers coming in and out, have lines been blurred? Absolutely, I probably think they have. But this report coming out, exactly, of course they did. The horrible comments that are made about her smothering her mum and all, it's just absolutely disgusting. Someone else shared the video. Well, how did he think it was a good idea to do it on camera? I do not fucking know. Not with her kids. I know, I don't believe that either. I just think, I bet everybody's got loads of reports then. I bet everybody's got loads of reports. And again, I've said it before, and Maria said CPS were called numerous times to her house. She blamed her sister. I'm not saying that's not true. I'm not saying Maria was not a good mum to her kids when they were young, because I believe she was a good mum to her kids when they were young. What was the reports made then? Would she like it if these reports were all getting read now? Because there was horrible accusations being made. Horrible accusations. So where does it end? For me, when somebody has a conviction, that's the difference. When it's a conviction, we can't argue with that. Any fucking fool can phone the police and make a report. Any fool. Do you know what? But does she want to pull people's reports? Because I'm quite sure KK's got plenty of reports. You know? Where does it end? Where does it end? But let's see with a sense. Hopefully it ends soon. See, this is why I kind of
allows them to ignore their own flaws because they are so focused on yours. It's a form of deflection. Number 2, artificial safety, as long as the group is focused on attacking you. Shit here, y'all. I didn't realize how much this was, and I'm kind of ready to go. No offense. Give me 1 second. There's just so much shit here. I should have looked at this before the live, probably. Yeah, I think we've gone over enough. My head's kind of spinning with all the information here.
So has Juelz kicked AC to the curb now as well? Again? What the fuck? See how deluded this woman is? Bend the knee, bitch. Bend the knee. Again. And how, do you know what? I see, when I first came to this community, I was like, oh no, don't do that. That's crossing lines. And basically keep your own self-respect and your own dignity. Yet my self-respect now is at the point, you do that to me and I'm fucking coming hard at you. And I'll keep my self-respect. Thank you. And that is it. That is it. Maybe so, like, maybe so. But what I'm saying is, so if that's the case, they're re-victimising her daughter. That stepmom is re-victimising her daughter, sharing those reports. And at the end of the day, what sort of person is she? Because she made that claim. She filed that report. She filed that report so they could win a custody case. So did she actually believe it was happening? Was it about the custody case? Because they never fucking won. You know? Yeah, a receipt for your wood paneling, Lisa. A receipt. Right, okay, I've had enough of this live. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go off, and thanks everybody for coming in and listening. And Juelz, don't even attempt to call me out again, you fucking piece of shit. I'm not even started with you. But you know what? You just keep lighting that fire. You're all over them. You're all over them. And so is the word trafficking, all over them. See, I get bored. This is ADHD. I start with something, then I'm like, oh, I'm done. I've had enough of that shit. But you want to call me out for looking up Geneva's shit? No, see, she went too far when she went after my kids. Okay? You don't understand that, but just, I can assure you she went too far. But thanks, everybody, for listening in and being here when you read the sentence report. So George is going live next. I might do it tomorrow. Well, it'll be tomorrow. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I'm off one day during the week. Probably midweek. I've got a lot going on, Heidi. I've still got a bit of decorating to do as well. And I'm going out tomorrow to my niece's baby shower. And then I want to say Amsi's, but I'm going to be painting as well. So I'll hopefully it'll be soon. It'll be soon. But thank you very much, everyone, for coming in and being a part of my life. Juelz, clean your toilet. This is Juelz's bedroom, toilet, kitchen. This is where she lives. That's where Juelz lives. Clean your toilet, bitch. Oh, hi, Jojo.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it.